Agent, good to see the Empire's finest hitting up this bombed-out crater. Captain Rigel, Imperial Conquest Consolidation Corps. When the Empire invades, we're the ones who seal the deal. Don't suppose you're aware of the situation here on Balmorra?
It's my understanding there's some kind of battle.
Yeah, if you can call a pile of bodies a battle. The Empire invaded Balmorra in the last war, but we've been spinning our wheels in the mud ever since. Resistance fighters think they can drive the Empire off Balmorra. We're here to prove them wrong.
How do you expect to succeed where the Imperial Army has failed?
We are the army too. Other soldiers just don't have the capability to handle our kind of specialized missions. The Balmorran government in exile, backed by Minister of Defense Vol Argen, is giving us fits, backing a strong faction of the Resistance. The Minister is safely off-planet, but if we break his allies here, we break him. We break him, we break the Resistance.
Why doesn't Imperial Intelligence just have him assassinated?
Yeah, I get your thinking, cut off the head and kill the body, except Resistance movements aren't organisms, exactly. If we took out Argen, it'd be big, but as long as his power base stands, some other idealist is bound to step in. That's why we need to take everything out. Do we have the privilege of your support?
Suppose I could give it a look?
My second-in-command, Lieutenant Davriel, is in Sobrick, waiting to brief you on the operation's first mission, if you decide you're in. He's got plans to blow the Balmorran resistance sky high. I think you'll like them.
Agent, I hope you're tough. I hope you like to get dirty. The battle for Balmorra can only be won with blood, sweat, and tears. Our sweat, their blood and tears. The government in exile, the resistance, cowards. We're going to bury them in their little hidey holes.
Yes, I get it. We're going to crush the resistance. What's your point?
The old government's sending generators to the resistance, powering their artillery. The Resistance has given pardons to Balmorra's worst killers in exchange for a little guard duty. Phase 1 of Operation Breaking Point is to destroy those generators and put those killers to sleep. You in?
I can spare a minute.
You find the time. You rain death. The generators are in the Nibre warehouse. If you can blow them to pieces, you'll show the Balmorran resistance it takes more than cold-blooded killers to stop the Empire.
Well, what have we here? Let me take a look at you. Splendid! No one ever suspects an alien. I'm glad Keeper finally sent someone. Pity it took a disaster to get headquarters attention.
You sound like you're familiar with the director.
Oh, Keeper and I go back. I knew him before, well before he was Keeper. Wouldn't trust him if my life depended on it, though. I kid, of course. Keeper's a good sort. But here, I'm being a poor host. Have a drink. Settle in after your trip. This shop doesn't look like much, but it's secure.
Secure or not, this is an odd place to work from.
The shop front's a necessary deception. The Republic and the terrorists have people everywhere. Rather than calling secret informants into a military base, I speak to them here, and no one's the wiser. These terrorists you're after, they've been a thorn in my side for a long while. They're worse than the Republic in some ways.
So they're not working with the Republic?
This terror cell is homegrown, made up of Balmorrans unhappy with the Empire's rule. I suspect the Republic tacitly supports the terrorists. We're their common enemy. So we do our best to cope with the bombings and sabotage.
I suppose you just sit back and wait for their attacks.
Don't be absurd. The terrorists don't announce their plans in advance, so there's little we can do. The governor makes an example of a few dozen Balmorrans after each attack, but it doesn't have much of an effect. Meanwhile, I've been studying the terror cell's structure, and there's good news. If we can take out the local leader, the cell should fall apart.
What do we know about this person?
The terrorists call the man in charge Grey Star. He runs the cell, gives the orders, and knows all the secrets. They claim Grey Star used to work with the Eagle, but who can be sure? Only the high-ranking cell members know Grey Star's identity.
We can capture a cell member and bring out the torture droids. That should get us what we need.
Messy, Agent. Very messy, and likely to alert our quarry besides. I propose another stratagem. I have a mole inside the terrorist cell already. He's a good lad. No cipher, though. He can bring you in. You'd have the opportunity to impress the terrorists, win their trust.
You expect me to pose as a terrorist?
Well, what have we here? Let me take a look at you. Splendid! No one ever suspects an alien. I'm glad Keeper finally sent someone. Pity it took a disaster to get headquarters attention.
You sound like you're familiar with the director.
Oh, Keeper and I go back. I knew him before, well before he was Keeper. Wouldn't trust him if my life depended on it, though. I kid, of course. Keeper's a good sort. But here, I'm being a poor host. Have a drink. Settle in after your trip. This shop doesn't look like much, but it's secure.
Secure or not, this is an odd place to work from.
The shop front's a necessary deception. The Republic and the terrorists have people everywhere. Rather than calling secret informants into a military base, I speak to them here, and no one's the wiser. These terrorists you're after, they've been a thorn in my side for a long while. They're worse than the Republic in some ways.
So they're not working with the Republic?
This terror cell is homegrown, made up of Balmorrans unhappy with the Empire's rule. I suspect the Republic tacitly supports the terrorists. We're their common enemy. So we do our best to cope with the bombings and sabotage.
I suppose you just sit back and wait for their attacks.
Don't be absurd. The terrorists don't announce their plans in advance, so there's little we can do. The governor makes an example of a few dozen Balmorrans after each attack, but it doesn't have much of an effect. Meanwhile, I've been studying the terror cell's structure, and there's good news. If we can take out the local leader, the cell should fall apart.
What do we know about this person?
The terrorists call the man in charge Grey Star. He runs the cell, gives the orders, and knows all the secrets. They claim Grey Star used to work with the Eagle, but who can be sure? Only the high-ranking cell members know Grey Star's identity.
Do you have any theories about Grey Star?
I don't need more theories, I need proof. I have a mole inside the terrorist cell already. He's a good lad. No cipher, though. He can bring you in. You'd have the opportunity to impress the terrorists, win their trust.
and gain access to their leader.
Precisely. Grey Star will be ours. Sanju Pine, my operative, can introduce you to the terrorist recruiters at the Troida military workshop outside the safe zone. But be careful how you present yourself. If the terrorists suspect you're Imperial, you'll lose Grey Star. And your lives.
At your service, sir. Travel route is confirmed. Travel route is confirmed.
Don't waste my time, Sanju. You're lucky to even be here.
I got you those scramblers, didn't I? Come on, Chemish, you owe me. Maybe not big time, but you owe me.
When's the last time you did an operation for us?
What? Come on, we've been over this.
Greystar didn't send out a call for cowards, and neither did the Eagle. Do you think...
Hey, someone finally made it. It's great to meet you in person. This is the group I was telling you about. I think you'll get along with them real well. Better than I do, hopefully.
I've been looking forward to meeting your friends.
Chemish, this is the guy who got in touch with me after the Eagles broadcast. Said he wanted to join us.
Uh-huh. Sanju says you fought the Imperials at Druckenwell. Says the Empire has a bounty on your head.
I didn't know you were at Druckenwell. We should talk.
Is all that real? You some ace killer looking to get the Empire off Balmorra?
I'm not saying anything until I know who I'm dealing with.
I'm the woman who'll shoot your head off if you're not legit. My name's Chemish. These people here, they follow Greystar, our founder. They've been spat on, starved, and punished by the Empire. Now you're not from Balmorra. You haven't been through what they've been through. Makes me wonder how far I can trust you.
What makes you judge and jury around here?
See these cybernetics? Earned them after an Imperial soldier threw me to the torture droids because I looked threatening when I was 18.
Damn. Chemish, I never realized you...
Sure, Sanju. So, yeah, I've earned respect around here. I've earned Greystar's trust. You've got a long way to go. Look, I don't have a problem finding people for sabotage and suicide runs. But real soldiers, they're harder to find. So, take a job, show you're useful, then we'll talk.
You got my attention. What's the job?
There's an abandoned factory not far from here. Used to make droids, but its defenses went haywire when the Empire took over. Place is swarming with rogue security units. It's also full of expensive equipment. Get inside, and there's something I want.
Name it and it's yours.
The Okara droid factory produced shielded power cores for stealth droids. I want a case for my people. My people can convert the cores into explosives, plant them around an enemy base, and thanks to the stealth shielding, no one will know until it's too late.
As soon as you say the word, I can be on my way.
Let's be upfront. This is a test. So if you fail, don't bother coming back. We'll just kill you.
Good luck. And be careful. The factory's a nasty place.
Guess this is Troida. Probably a lot.
These blasted Balmorrans have no idea what's good for them. They should have fallen to their knees in gratitude when we first offered to bring them into the glory of the Empire.
There better be a reason you're wasting my time.
There is. Just hear me out. Last week, those wretched rebels managed to reprogram the defense turrets around Sobrik to detect and target Imperial troops. The engineers I sent to fix them were massacred. My only hope is to find someone willing to brave both the rebels and the turrets themselves to repair them.
What's in this for me?
I lost my best engineers to this threat. If you stop it, you're welcome to all I would have paid them. The turrets are scattered around the perimeter of the city and guarded well by rebel spies. You'll need to use this to neutralize their defenses, then upload this code to allow us to reprogram the proper targets. Those rebels will pay for their impertinence with their lives.
The turrets are ready for reprogramming.
Hail the Emperor! I owe you my thanks and far more. The Corps of Engineers will more than compensate you for your service. Now those rebels will see how lucky they are to be part of the glorious Empire.
The Watchers said new agents were in the area. It's good you're here. I'm Fixer 66. I'm with the Operations Branch of Imperial Intelligence, and if you have a moment, I'd like to show you something.
I see you're monitoring communications. What more should I know?
On the left is an ordinary Republic comm unit issued to Resistance fighters. You've probably seen hundreds before. This other one is a Republic comm unit that has undergone some surgery. Please look, don't touch. The second one contains a ½ kilo of high explosive that detonates when the talk button is pressed.
I assume this is meant to deal with the Resistance.
Yes, the plan is to take a few of these sabotaged comm units behind the Resistance's lines and plant them on their dead. The Resistance should soon salvage the comms and take them back to their headquarters. The resulting explosions will cripple and panic them. We'd prefer someone like you to take point. Someone who won't break if captured and who can go without reinforcements. Can you do this?
Let's get this done.
Head over to our technical man, a Balmorra local we drafted. The men call him Toybox. He'll give you the ordnance and show you how to transport it safely.
Fixer 66 called with the details. I've got your comm units rigged and ready to go. Oh, my name's Toybox, or that's what they call me. I used to make... Well, never mind. Quite a plan the Fixer's got. What do you think of it?
I like it. It exterminates the Resistance in their nests.
The Resistance, or anyone else that picks up the comm unit. He's assuming soldiers will be the ones stripping any Resistance bodies, but civilians pick over bodies all the time. Refugees, sympathizers, sometimes you'll even see children do it.
Anyone that scrounges at a soldier's corpse is no innocent.
No, but it's more practical to kill a soldier than a civilian, right? We want a high-value target. While I was making the bombs, I remembered I had some empty grenade casings lying around. Now, a comm unit anyone will activate. But if we trapped a grenade to explode when armed, only soldiers will be in the blast. What would you think of that?
Has it occurred to you that the Fixer's plan relies on you obeying his orders?
I'm sorry. I suppose that might have looked like I won't do it again. Here are the trapped comm units. They're disarmed until this channel is set to 5. Just set them and walk away. Fixer 66 will be monitoring Resistance comm frequencies. Talk to him when it's done.
All going down. Rise and shine.
Thank the stars I reached you. Sorry about earlier. With Kimmich there, I couldn't say a thing. Station Chief Reynolds told me you were from Imperial Intelligence, so I set things up as fast as I could. Anyway, Sanju Pine. Guess you know that.
What's the situation?
So, Kimmich verified your background. Intelligence did its job, you're fine there. I'm doing my best to find out anything about the cell leader, Grey Star. Maybe you can learn more when Kimmich trusts you.
I need you safe. Finding out about Grey Star is my mission, not yours.
I appreciate that, but I've been inside the cell for a year now, and they haven't gotten suspicious yet. There's one other thing. Those power cores you're after, you know what Kimmich plans to do with them, right? She's gonna attack Sobrik. She'll have some of the new recruits plant the bombs and run, hit the town and the Imperial base.
Casualties? How many injured, how many dead?
Well, how am I supposed to figure that? Just listen. I know a way to disable the power cores so Kimmich won't suspect you. There's a machine in the factory that can do it. Run the sealed case through the machine, and the cores will fry. Kimmich will see you didn't unlock it. She'll assume the cores went bad over the years.
It's a risk. But we could save a lot of people. I'm in.
Great. I'll send you the machine's coordinates. We can stop a lot of bloodshed. I'll see you when you get back to Troida, okay? Sanju out.
Kinda cute, isn't he? Kinda stupid, too. If he had money, he'd be perfect.
I think I'm a little offended.
Just trying to be more open with you. We're partners, right? Anyway, let's find that machine. Or maybe not.
There's been chatter on the Resistance frequencies while you were off planting the ordnance. The Resistance has set off 3 bombs so far. The first blast sent them scattering. Then, of course, they attempted to stay in touch via comm unit. So you can imagine the results. Quite a successful operation.
They defied the Empire. Now they will fear it again.
I'll say. 1 bomb went off near the Resistance's medical bay. They say they're treating wounded on conference room tables now. And with the investigation they'll have to launch to discover our method, we'll be ahead for quite some time.
Back already? Your friend's quick, Sanju.
Told you he was good.
You tell me a lot of things, but I asked for the stealth droid power cores. If you don't have them, you're wasting my time.
I had to melt down half an army of droids to get this. Better be worth it.
Sure you did, hero. It'll take a minute to get this case open. Sanju, go fetch Pyther and a droid.
I think we've got it, Kemish. Crack the case open and let's see if our new friend did the job right.
Looks like everything's here. Except... what's this? The readouts say the power cores are fried. What did you do?
I went in there and got the case, like you asked.
You don't get to make excuses. Not to me, and definitely not now.
Kemish, come on. There are plenty of ways those things could have gone bad.
It is suspicious, but power cores are pretty fragile.
Yeah. Okay. Bad luck can happen to anyone. Once.
I don't need to put up with this garbage. Listen.
Fine. I'll give you one more shot, but you better make this work. You seen the caves in this valley? Dark and cramped, but they make a nice hiding place. Scanners bounce right off them.
You make them sound so charming. I'll have to pay them a visit.
Yeah, you will. I was getting to that. Greystar set up a training outpost in the caves a while back. Then the Empire started dropping gas bombs on the Republic. The outpost was poisoned. Toxin got into the soil. Turned good kids into drooling psychos. And the caves were overrun by our own people.
There's gotta be a way to flush the toxin out of your people. Restore their sanity.
Early on, maybe there was. It's way too late now. We're willing to cut our losses, but there's still data on the outpost computers. I want it transmitted out and the systems destroyed.
Sanju, get to high ground outside of town. You can pick up the signal with the booster box.
Is all that clear? The toxin victims will be after you, but get that data wiped, or we're finished.
I know what I'm doing. I'll make it through the caves.
Now get out of here. I've got to figure out what we're gonna do without those power cores.
Travel route is confirmed. Displaying all authorized destinations.
Here's what I figure. The guys with rank stay under the shield dome. The grunts get assigned out here. So what does that make us?
I'm hit! Repeat, I'm hit! Meridian Grace is going down! Cargo's too important to lose. A gift from Ty Corden. List of major supply caches hidden before the occupation. Activating all droids on board. They'll protect the data disk. We're not gonna make it.
Come on out, I'll show you my gun. Ash in the soil and a gun in my hands. Let's go. You and me, we're getting good. All right, make me look good. All going down.
I'm receiving your transmission. Give me a second to fine-tune the frequency and I'll start transferring the data. There, it's all coming in now. I guess you made it to the outpost okay?
I'm fine. What's your status?
I'm in the grasslands above the valley. Chemish didn't send anyone with me so I can speak freely. It's actually really pretty up here. All this data Chemish wanted us to retrieve. I think some of it's from Greystar. Orders, communiques, all sorts of stuff. Blast. There's a list of collaborators. Balmorrans who've been working with the Empire since the occupation. Chemish hates collaborators.
You think this is what she was after?
I'd bet on it. Chemish probably wants to make the list public. If the collaborators are outed, a lot of Balmorrans will want them dead. Some of these guys are officials, factory bosses, the works. If they start getting killed, the governor's gonna punish everyone.
If we don't give Chemish the data, she can't cause trouble. Problem solved.
No good. She already knows the list is here, but I have an idea. Look, I can send the list on to the Imperial authorities. They can set up protection for the collaborators in case Chemish goes public. I know Chemish might get suspicious after what happened with the power cores, but what else can we do?
Get the message out to secure the collaborators. No.
I'm receiving your transmission. Give me a second to fine-tune the frequency and I'll start transferring the data. There, it's all coming in now. I guess you made it to the outpost okay?
I'm fine. What's your status?
I'm in the grasslands above the valley. Chemish didn't send anyone with me so I can speak freely. It's actually really pretty up here. All this data Chemish wanted us to retrieve. I think some of it's from Greystar. Orders, communiques, all sorts of stuff. Blast. There's a list of collaborators. Balmorrans who've been working with the Empire since the occupation. Chemish hates collaborators.
What do you think her plans are for the list?
Chemish probably wants to make the list public. If the collaborators are outed, a lot of Balmorrans will want them dead. Some of these guys are officials, factory bosses, the works. If they start getting killed, the governor's gonna punish everyone.
Punish them how, exactly?
After a big terrorist hit, the governor rounds up a bunch of civilians. Most of them disappear forever. Look, I can send the list on to the Imperial authorities. They can set up protection for the collaborators in case Chemish goes public. I know Chemish might get suspicious after what happened with the power cores, but what else can we do?
We have to maintain our cover at all costs, even if that means people get killed.
I was afraid you'd say that. I won't do anything, as per your orders. I need to sign off and get back to Troida. You should do the same. Send you out.
How could you hurt his feelings? He respects you so much and you were cruel to him. All he wanted was to save a few lives. I kind of feel for this stupid thing. Maybe I'll have to comfort him after all.
Come on, Kalia. I'm more fun to play with.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Doesn't mean I wouldn't enjoy a little variety. Maybe you're right, though. And I guess if he's going down, I don't need to go down with him.
I hope you're enjoying our war, agents. Come to pacify the Resistance?
I've discovered a series of secret Resistance supply caches. Interested?
Oh. Oh, this is rich. Ty Corden, stubborn fool. Nobody hides supplies from the Empire. Now they're ours.
You wouldn't be set without me. Spread the word.
Of course, of course. They'll hear your name just as soon as I put this intel to use. We'll smother the Resistance soon enough with intel like this. Well done, agents.
At your service, sir. Travel route is confirmed.
Rise and shine. Rise and shine.
So you made it back. You did good work out there. All the data's intact. Did Sanju tell you those computers had a list of Imperial collaborators? You helped us expose traitors.
They're the worst kind of scum. I hope they get what they deserve.
They will. I can pretty much promise that. You know, you had me worried when those power cores didn't work. I'm still not sure what to make of you. But you're doing all right. And I need your skills for a special job. I don't have anyone else who can handle it.
Just say the word, Chemish. I'm in.
You know all about the way the Empire and the Republic have been using our planet as a battleground. Pretty obvious stuff. Normally, the Republic doesn't bother us. They've got other worries. But I need someone to get inside the main Republic base.
Why do you want to get in there?
I need you to make a drop to one of our friends in the Republic ranks. Get past the guards, get inside and make the delivery. That's it.
I guess I'll just have to trust you.
So you made it back. You did good work out there. All the data's intact. Did Sanju tell you those computers had a list of Imperial collaborators? You helped us expose traitors.
They're the worst kind of scum. I hope they get what they deserve.
They will. I can pretty much promise that. You know, you had me worried when those power cores didn't work. I'm still not sure what to make of you. But you're doing all right. And I need your skills for a special job. I don't have anyone else who can handle it.
Sounds like you're starting to rely on me.
If that's what it sounds like, then that's what it sounds like. You know all about the way the Empire and the Republic have been using our planet as a battleground. Pretty obvious stuff. Normally, the Republic doesn't bother us. They've got other worries. But I need someone to get inside the main Republic base.
Why do you want to get in there?
I need you to make a drop to one of our friends in the Republic ranks. Get past the guards, get inside and make the delivery. That's it.
What delivery? Who am I looking for?
You want to work with us, you need to get used to not knowing every little detail.
She's right. It's just part of the setup. Don't get offended.
Here's the package and the coordinates of your target. He'll know what to do once you make the delivery. We're clearing out this safe house, so I'll contact you once we've settled somewhere else. And be careful at the base. They find you, they kill you.
Blow up a few Imperials for me, will you?
Not a problem. See you in a while. If you make it back alive, I can promise we'll be working together a lot.
We'll talk soon. Watch yourself.